shower. Now, over the years, there have been some real wedding disasters on the street, and I'm mainly talking about the wedding dresses that have been worn. So, in this game, you need to identify the brides who committed crimes against fashion as they went down the aisle. Peter and Babda, come and join me as we play Wedding Dress Disasters. I love that song. Right, are you ready to identify your first dress?
Yes.
Okay, good luck to you both. Please bring on the bride. Now, I can tell you, the girl that's in the dress doesn't represent the person that was actually married. Okay, just concentrate on the dress itself.
They can then reinvest the money in things
this Christmas. And as you were saying, one of the trends we've seen over the festive season, this increasing growth in online orders. They've done quite well there, and actually 20% of their sales in the final quarter of the year were made online. But we've also been talking about this developing narrative about retail over the festive season, that food sales have done well. We saw that with Morrison's results yesterday, but consumers are cutting back in other areas. And with Sainsbury's, this appears to have been borne out as well. Sales of general merchandise, including sales made at Argos, which they now own, they fell by 1.4%. And the boss, Mike Coop, told me earlier that it's a challenging trading environment.
So we've seen pretty good growth in our food business, but there's no doubt that customers are feeling their incomes being squeezed a little bit as inflation has risen faster than wage growth. And that means that people tend to defer things that they don't have to buy now. You can see that, for instance, in car sales. That would be a very good example of where that manifests itself. In the food business, it tends to mean that people eat out less and actually eat in, and so for the grocery business that tends to be helpful.
So it is tough out there for supermarkets, as we were hearing from Mike Coop just then. Not only are consumers watching the pound, so we've seen rising inflation over the last year, but also they're facing that ongoing competition from the discounters, the likes of Aldi and Lidl. It'll be a tough year on the high street and in supermarkets.
So, Joanna, as always, thank you. Now, at least 13 people have died in waist-deep mudslides in Southern California. It's been caused by torrential rain, which hit the same areas affected by wildfires just last month. More than 100 people have also been taken to hospital, and dozens have had to be rescued by helicopter. Parts of the area include a wealthy resort home to such celebrities as Oprah Winfrey. Central Carrier reports the mudslides led to some remarkable rescues.
Under this mangled wreckage, rescuers are trying to reach a 14-year-old girl. Her home buried deep under mud, with her trapped inside. After...
Where did Faith and Sarah fly?
But alive. Lauren Canton was plucked from the rising mud and twisted debris just in time.
It was so hard to hear her. You know, we could have very easily just taken 2 more steps and we wouldn't have been able to hear her at all.
Look at the amount of that water and how fast it's moving.
The torrent of mud arrived suddenly, flowing fast through the residential streets of Montecito in the southern Californian county of Santa Barbara. The water sending boulders down hills, crushing everything in their path, trees, houses and cars, and filling this